What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Jengaga's World. Today we're doing a coffee chats with Jen, and it's going to be about your safety surrounding your walks and runs. As we all know, we're currently under quarantine, stay-at-home orders, and a lot of us have no gym to go to, and so that leaves us with just the outside and the lovely outdoors. I personally don't have a treadmill, but even if I did, I always like getting outdoors anyway. I'll run on a treadmill at the gym, but that's because I have no other option at the gym. But for right now, all I have is outside. So before we get into that, I do want to apologize and say that my coffee here is pretty much already gone. I ended up purchasing, it's a 4-pack at Walmart right now on the little Frappuccino jars, the normal size. And it's 4-pack for under $5. I got the vanilla ones and I poured one in this glass with ice and it was so delicious. I was really thirsty while I was getting ready and I just went ahead and sipped and my coffee's almost gone. But anyways, if you're interested, you want to go ahead and stay tuned and keep on watching. So if you're still here and watching, that means that you're interested in hearing more, and we're gonna go ahead and jump right in. So tip number 1, always make sure to bring ID. I personally am horrible about this, and I'll tell you this. I've personally have only been using my gym pants with the little slider pockets because it makes life that much easier. 1, for holding my cell phone, but 2, it keeps your ID. You could slide it right in there without having to bring a bulky wallet. Having ID, I believe, is some type of a law, and if it isn't, it should be, because it's really important to have something like that on you, especially if an accident were to happen. You don't leave the house ever thinking anything's going to happen, but it does. And so you want to make sure to have that on you, so if God forbid something happens, at least the person that's there to try to offer you assistance can be able to reach and, get in touch with loved ones, know where you live, that sort of thing. So definitely make sure to bring your ID. Tip number 2, now that we're getting into the warmer summer months, you definitely want to try to wear a hat if at all possible. Definitely wear your sunscreen because you want to make sure to protect your skin, and anybody's prone to getting skin cancer. So being able to wear a good SPF, you want to make sure to do that at all times. And if possible, even wear sunglasses. It just helps protect your eyes, and it's so bright outside that being able to wear sunglasses is a nice thing. And for me, it's also a nice thing because I'm not wearing makeup when I'm out running, so it just blocks my face completely. Number 3, make sure to come ready to go, hydrated. If not, bring your water with you. I see a lot of runners out there that don't carry water. I don't like to carry water, but I always do anyways because I personally, if I'm running at a long distance, I need it. So try to bring water at all times, especially as we get into the hotter season. It's only going to get warmer and you don't want to risk a heat stroke. So definitely make sure to stay hydrated and bring water with you if at all possible. Tip number 4, definitely go during the day. If you can't go during the day and you're going to do your run or your walk at night, make sure to wear the appropriate equipment, some reflective gear, get some lights, somewhere flashing, just so that the, any people driving can see you, any other, walkers, they can see you as well. But definitely try to go during the day. It's best to go during the day just because it's less risk of, any predators out there, and it's just safer. So number 5, definitely, if at all possible, try to not go alone. Bring a friend with you. It makes it fun. It makes it, just the walk goes quicker. You're talking, you're, mingling. But right now, if you're going with someone that doesn't live with you already, make sure to keep the 6-foot clearance to abide by the social distancing, requirements. But if you can bring someone from home, do. Or bring your pets. And tip number 6 is, if you don't have anybody else that you can bring with you and you're going alone, make sure to check in with the loved one, let them know, hey, I'm going on a walk or I'm going on a run. This is kind of the area I'm going to be in, and then let them know when you get home. Just so that way, if they know how long it usually takes you to get home, and you're not home, like I know for my husband, he's used to me being gone maybe good 30 minutes to an hour. If it's 2 hours, he's gonna be wondering where I'm at. Like, are you good? Like, he's gonna try to take the route I go, you know, to make sure to check up on me. Tip number 7, make sure to be alert at all times. And what I mean by that is enjoy nature. Put the phone down, put it away, get your playlist going before you even leave the house or when you're just barely taking off. And the reason why is because you wanna be alert not only for predators, but you want to make sure to pay attention to your surroundings, the sidewalks. You know, for me, for example, there's a lot of construction happening around me, so there's always gravel, you know, the debris from the rocks, etc. I'll tell you what, like I had an example just yesterday. I was walking, didn't have my phone out. I've traveled this sidewalk many days in a row, and I almost tripped off of an uneven surface. So just being alert and just making sure that you're aware of your surroundings. Now, tip number 8. If you're gonna wear headphones, try to wear only one earbud. The reason for that is because this gives off the predator, if they see both earphones or headphones, whatever you call it, if they see that they're both in, then they know that you probably have little to no idea that they're even by you. So being able to have just the one in, that is super helpful. Not only that, not only for predators, but it helps you be able to hear if somebody's coming up, maybe on a bicycle, maybe there's another runner coming up behind you. You want to be able to get over, especially with the social distancing orders. And it also helps for traffic. If you're in an area that's heavily populated with you know, drivers, you want to be able to hear if there's a car coming up on you. So definitely make sure that you only wear the one headphone at a time. If that's not possible, because I know some headphones you have to have them both in order to work, or like the sound canceling ones, maybe just have the music going, you know, full blast on your phone. Like if somebody's going to be bothered, it's probably for a split second because you're going to run or walk by them quickly anyway. So try to do that if at all possible. Now, so tip number 9, definitely if walking in an area that has, or running in an area that has a lot of traffic, try to walk against traffic. So that way you can see that they're coming toward you and you can have time to, you know, move over if you need to. Because there's one thing that, for example, I live in an area where there's certain parts, depending on the route I take, doesn't have a sidewalk, and I don't want to be running the same direction the car's going, because if they're not paying attention and they turn on that street, they may not even see me and take me right out. And I want to make sure that I have that, you know, ample space so that I can get over or hop over if I need to, so that they don't hit me. Another thing about the route that you're taking, if at all possible, change your route up, because if you do have someone that's sort of been watching you or kind of sees that you're out every day and you become a target, changing the way and where you're going is very important. And I say that because if people start to see your pattern and now you're their target, that just makes it that much easier to get caught and get taken. So make sure at all times, if at all possible, switch it up. If it's ever an issue and you become someone's target, at least you're not predictable. Which actually brings me to tip number 10. If you see suspicious activity, for those of you that know me personally know that I take human trafficking very seriously. It's something that I actually, the movie Taken, I know this sounds really funny or not, but that movie really opened my eyes to the reality of what happens. Now, human trafficking happens in every city. I live in a city that it actually happens a lot more than we would like to say it does. But there are those that are, volunteer to do it as a means of living. And there are those that may feel they have to for a means of living. And then you have those that may not have ever found themselves doing this. Not so much for a means of living, but because they were kidnapped. And so this is very important. It's a topic that's very near and dear to my heart, and I wanted to really bring light to that. And so tip number 10 it's kind of a lead in to a couple of little tips. So if you feel that there's suspicious activity, and let's say you have a car, for example, or a person really, but in this case, I'm focusing it on a car. So if you see someone that just, you get you automatically know, you get this weird feeling, make sure, these are the things that you want to make sure to know. This is where it's appropriate to grab your phone and instantly start taking notes. You want to get the make, model, and color of that vehicle. Okay, so you want to make sure to see what type of car, like for example, a Honda. It's a Honda Accord. It's a Honda Accord that's gold. So you want to take all that down. If at all possible, get the number of the plates. If by you taking notes, that person might think, uh-oh, they might be calling 911 or they might be calling someone that they know. But it can scare them off, but at the same time, you're taking down this information. The other thing you want to do is get a description of the driver. You know, is it a man? Is it a woman? What, you know, what's his nationality? How does his hair look? You know, what is he wearing? You know, try to get, if you made that eye contact, get that information and note it down. And then if at any point you feel that this person could be up to no good and this could turn south very quickly, call 911. If you're not sure and you don't want to make a big deal in calling 911, make sure to have your non-emergency number programmed in your phone, because if at all possible, and if there's an officer nearby, that non-emergency number can actually help with them routing someone to your area. Better to play it safe than sorry. And so that's why I wanted to share that, because it's important that we all, you know, keep these things in mind, because you never know what a person is up to. You never want to think that you would, you know, be somebody's target, but you could be. You could be an easy target and someone that they can, you know, just take advantage of and either rape you or get taken completely. So it's just something that I wanted to put out there. I don't mean to burst anybody's bubble, anybody that's trying to be out there and active. This is a positive video. But it's definitely things to keep in mind, especially now with the way things are. You just never know. So I just wanted to put that out there. But all in all, please don't let that deter you. It was just, that's why I waited till the end to share that. But definitely make sure to remain active. Being active is great. And kind of just get out there, smell the fresh flowers, hear the birds chirping. It is really a good, accomplished feeling when you're done. So I hope that you all like this video. Again, if you did like this video and you find these tips to be helpful, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Also make sure to like, share, subscribe to my channel. Make sure to turn on that little notification for future videos to come. And all in all, I just want to thank everybody for supporting me in this YouTube journey. Thanks so much for watching, and you have a great rest of your day and happy quarantining. Bye.